sports. It's in the game.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. Going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This time, Ritter choosing to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now the Raiders actually going to line up here to go for 2. Ritter will throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10. Nix to the air. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter off the play fake. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Shot 17. Set punt.
Ritter on the fourth down try. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Set, ready.
Ritter has it knocked down. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the fumble recovery, Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Nix from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Our first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This one swung out to Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this down to the 23. That one goes for 8 yards. Here's Nix. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, a 23-yard run. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by Tucker. Dances by him. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now they'll audible to something else. Ritter. It fights him off. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say it punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Ritter back to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Touchdown, Raiders! Raiders. Zamir White from 6 yards away. And the Raiders will extend
Turn your mic
their
back
lead
off,
in the
nigga.
final minute of the half. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Ritter to throw it. It's caught. And a loose football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The final shot before break. Nix, they'll let this go deep for Sutton. That is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback And the third quarter will start from the 30.
This appears to be true because of resurfaced video shows track to the right. And of course,
the offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Ritter now. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 35 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Nix. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. 3rd and long.